The talking parrot disaster. It all started when Joe bought a parrot. Not just any parrot, a bright green one with a sharp beak and an even sharper tongue. The pet store owner warned Joe, "This parrot talks a lot, like a lot. Be careful what you say around it." Joe laughed it off. "How bad can it be?" he said, carrying the cage home. The first few days were fine. Joe named the parrot Rocky. Rocky would whistle, say hello, or mimic the doorbell sound. Harmless stuff. But then, disaster struck. One day, Joe's girlfriend Emily came over. They were planning a romantic dinner. As soon as Emily stepped inside, Rocky screamed, "Hey baby, Joe missed you last night." Emily froze. Joe's face turned pale. "What?" she asked, glaring at Joe. Joe stammered, I don't know why it said that. I swear." Rocky squawked again. "She left her earring here, Joe. Want me to show you?" "What?" Emily's jaw dropped. Joe started sweating. "Rocky, stop it!" Rocky flapped its wings. "You said not to tell her about Vanessa, Joe." "Who's Vanessa?" Emily screamed. Joe was doomed. "I don't know any Vanessa," he yelled, but Emily stormed out of the house. The next day, Joe confronted Rocky. "You little monster, you ruined my relationship." Rocky blinked innocently. "Did I do that?" "Oops." Joe sighed. "Fine, I'll just stay single." A few days later, Joe invited his friend Mark over. Mark was watching TV when Rocky casually said, "Joe, remember when you clogged the toilet and blamed it on the cat?" Mark burst out laughing. "Dude, you blamed your cat for that." Joe face-palmed. "Rocky, stop it." Rocky wasn't done. "And remember when you ate your roommate's pizza and said a ghost took it?" "Dude!" Mark howled with laughter. Joe groaned. "I'm selling you." The next day, a potential buyer named Mrs. Thompson came to see Rocky. Joe tried to act casual. "He's a very polite parrot." Rocky smiled, as much as a parrot can, and said sweetly, "Oh yes, I'm an angel." Mrs. Thompson adored him. "I'll take him." Joe felt relieved. Until Mrs. Thompson asked, "Has he ever said anything inappropriate?" Before Joe could answer, Rocky yelled, "Don't forget to hide your wine from her, Joe." Mrs. Thompson gasped, "Excuse me?" Joe turned red. "He's joking. It's a joke." Rocky then screamed, "Remember that night when you wore her dress and danced around?" "Oh my God!" Mrs. Thompson stormed out. Joe turned to Rocky, seething. "Why are you ruining my life?" Rocky fluffed its feathers and replied calmly, "I'm just keeping it real, bro." Joe gave up. He put a sign outside. "Free parrot. Comes with drama." The next day, Rocky got a new home, but not before yelling, as he was carried out, "Don't forget about Vanessa, Joe." Joe face-palmed again.